Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Monday, January 8. Approximately $4.8 billion will be spent to improve the island's road network. 51 road rehabilitation projects are scheduled to commence this year across 7 parishes. Works will include construction of retaining walls, the laying of new base and paving with asphaltic concrete, and construction of sidewalks and road markings. The widening of the Nago Head Main Road in Portmore, St. Catherine is among the projects. This is being done to alleviate traffic congestion. Speaking with JIS News, Senior Communications Officer at the National Works Agency, NWA, Ramona Lawson, said upgrading of this section of the roadway is estimated to cost just under $250 million.
Some items in the program of work include gabion wall construction, rubble masonry wall construction, as well as we'll be laying down, installing concrete sidewalks and putting in curbs and channel, as well as stormwater drainage.
Ms. Lawson also informed that sections of the Fairfield Road in St. Catherine is also earmarked for rehabilitation. The project will cost approximately $160 million.
To do mainly drainage improvement works and overlaying works with asphaltic concrete. Some 2.05 kilometers of roadway will be rehabilitated under that project. Part of the scope of works as well, we'll also be constructing about 1,100 meters of U-drain. All of this work is expected to be performed within 6 months of the start date of the project.
The road rehabilitation project is being implemented by the NWA under the second phase of the local component of the Major Infrastructure Development Program. The judicial system has been strengthened with an increase in the number of judges to the Supreme Court. 3 were appointed as puisne judges, another 3 to act as puisne judges, and 1 to act as master in chambers. The judges were sworn in by Deputy Governor General Stedman Fuller on Friday. In commending the appointees, Mr. Fuller highlighted that the judicial system has been the bedrock of the country's democracy.
The transparent method by which new judges are selected for appointment is one way of securing that legacy. This is a position of high esteem, which requires your continued dedication to service above self and the preservation of the integrity for which our judicial system has become known.
Education Minister Ruel Reid is reporting that over 100 early childhood institutions will receive certification having met all operational standards of the Early Childhood Commission. Minister Reid says his ministry will continue the work to ensure more basic schools achieve the set of standards.
In addition, as part of the wider government policy, we've made a commitment to place stronger emphasis on the development of Jamaica's early childhood education sector. To this end, we have provided increased funding in partnership with the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security to reactivate the early stimulation program for mother and child from birth to age 3.
And as the government and public sector wage negotiation continues, Minister Reid is urging teachers to exercise due diligence to avoid actions that would cause disruption to the education sector.
We value and respect our teachers and wish for an amicable and speedy settlement to these negotiations that is satisfactory to all parties. We advocate for mutual respect and wish to avoid any disruption to the education of our children, the future of our country.
Minister Reid reminded teachers that a lot has been achieved to advance the education sector and encouraged cooperation to move the sector ahead with future plans. The Education Minister was addressing the nation in his back-to-school message on Sunday. And finally, the funeral for Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Jamaica Information Service, Ian Boyne, will be held on Sunday, January 14. The service will be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at the National Indoor Sports Center in Kingston. Persons may view the body prior to the start of the service from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. His body will be interred at the Dovecot Memorial Park in St. Catherine. Members of the public are invited to join in the celebration of the life of the veteran journalist. A condolence book will be opened at the venue. The service will be streamed live on the JIS Facebook page and broadcast live on JNN. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.